Welcome to today's edition of Crypto Corner at InvestorIdeas.com. News on what's driving the cryptocurrency market. Hello everyone, this is Sam Mowers here. Welcome to the Crypto Corner podcast. For news today, we've got updates from Bitfarms, HIVE blockchain, and NetSense. But just before we get into the show today, a quick reminder that if you enjoy this podcast, please feel free to share it or leave us a review. And as always, I recommend checking out some of the other podcasts on InvestorIdeas.com. This includes the Cannabis Podcast, the Clean Tech and Climate Change Podcast, along with many others, all of which will bring you up to speed on the latest stock news and trends in their respective spaces. Right, so Bitfarms Limited, which trades on the Nasdaq under the ticker symbol BITF, has posted a Bitcoin production and mining operations update for February 2023. Some highlights for the month include the mining and selling of 387 Bitcoins, an end-of-month hash rate of 4.7 exahash per second, and an operating capacity of 188 megawatts. Jeff Morphy, the company's CEO, said, quote, "We are well positioned for growth in 2023 following our 2022 infrastructure investments, our reduction in cash burn, and our significant deleveraging that began last June. In strengthening our balance sheet, we increased our financial flexibility to pursue strategic growth opportunities that we believe are emerging as a result of persistent and challenging industry dynamics. In addition, with $22.4 million in credits for the purchase of miners and 40 megawatts of built capacity at our Argentina farm, as soon as miners can be imported there, we will require minimal capital outlays to bring on substantial additional production." End quote. Next up, HIVE Blockchain Technologies Limited, which trades on the Nasdaq as HIVE, has posted its fiscal Q3 earnings webcast for the 3 and 9 months ended December 31st, 2022. Despite a 60% increase in mining difficulty, the company maintained a positive mining margin, grew its Bitcoin production year over year, and saw rapid growth in its high-performance computing, or HPC, business line. Specifically, HIVE reported a 13% year-over-year increase in Bitcoin mined, $3.6 million in gross mining margin, and a 30% increase in Bitcoin holdings. Lastly for today, NetSense Technology Inc., which trades on the OTC under the ticker symbol NTTCF, has provided an update on its key performance indicators. Highlights include a more than 500% increase in revenue in fiscal 2022 over that of fiscal 2020, going from $271,492 Canadian in 2020 to over $1.8 million in fiscal 2022. That is an unaudited figure, that last one. An excerpt from the press release reads, quote, "The company has firmly established its business presence in North America, Europe, and the Middle East, with a workforce within each region. The most recent with the successful expansion into the United Arab Emirates, which included PSP licensing, central bank approval, team development, and successful merchant marketing. This new expansion process can now be replicated in new regions. While the teams continue to service their regions, the management team will now replicate the model by positioning resources for expansion into Eastern Europe and South America." End quote. That does it for today's Crypto Corner. If you would like to be a guest or sponsor for this podcast, contact InvestorIdeas.com. Investor Ideas reminds all listeners to read our disclaimers and disclosures on the InvestorIdeas.com website. And this podcast is not an endorsement to buy products, services, or securities. Investors are reminded all investment involves risk and possible loss in investment. To hear more InvestorIdeas.com podcasts, please visit InvestorIdeas.com/audio. And a reminder, you can also hear our podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Audible, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, and most audio platforms available. This podcast was sponsored by AppTech Payments Corp. AppTech is an innovative fintech company whose mission is to deliver a better way for businesses to provide their customers with immersive commerce experiences. For more information, visit apptechcorp.com. AppTech trades on the NasDaq under the ticker symbol APCX.